Hello everyone, and welcome to the third Sheik Melee Chaingrab Guides. Today we'll be going over Sheik's down throw chain grabs on Bowser, DK, Game & Watch, Marth, Ness, Link, Sheik, Ganon, Yoshi, and Young Link. Sheik's chain grabs are very well known due to how she is able to chain grab a large portion of the cast. However, her chain grab is not always the same with each character. Some she is able to chain grab to very high percents, while others will only work for a small while or only on certain DIs. Let's showcase exactly how to perform Sheik's chain grabs. First, we'll be diving into the details of Sheik's grabs and throws. For starters, Sheik should usually jump cancel her grab during a chain grab, although on easier characters, a dash grab is still fine. This is due to the fact that her dash grab is only 1 frame slower on startup, but still has the 10 extra frames of lag if the grab whiffs. Also, Sheik's down throw is not affected by character weight. That means that Sheik will have the same timing for when she can start to move after throwing each character. The first and arguably easiest of Sheik's chain grabs is her 0 to death chain grab on Bowser. This is one of many reasons why the Sheik-Bowser matchup is considered basically 100-0 Sheik favored. You are able to kill Bowser at the end with either an up smash or fair off stage, depending on the DI chosen. On no DI, just stand and regrab. You can opt to step forward and regrab at high percents if you want to make it a bit easier. Bowser runs out of up smash starting at 90 to 110% depending on the stage, and around 100% on Final Destination. On behind DI, just turn around and regrab. This will always regrab Bowser until you get to the point where you can kill him with an up smash, which will kill at the same time as on no DI if you get a sweet spot. Just be aware of slight behind DI, as opponents will tend to go for that to try and confuse you into whether they're going for no or behind DI. You will also notice that you can chain grab Bowser from 0 to 27% by just doing a standing regrab. On any away DI, just dash jump cancel grab. This is slightly hard to hit at very low percents, but it is possible. As Bowser gets around 20% onward, it gets much easier. You can end this chain grab after 100% with a fair off stage, which leads to an incredibly easy edge guard. Because Bowser stays so low to the ground, your easiest follow-up on this DI is actually running off stage and hitting him with a fair. If you go for an F tilt into a fair at the end of this chain grab, Bowser can DI away and escape. It's a pretty well known fact at this point that DK is one of the few characters that can escape being true chain grabbed by Sheik. This is due to the fact that at low percents he can't be regrabbed to the way DI, and when he finally can be regrabbed, he can escape by doing practically any other DI. However, Sheik still has quite an impressive range of percents that she can chain grab DK on, so if DK makes a mistake or intentionally DIs wrong, Sheik can just regrab for free damage. For away DI, Sheik can only catch DK from 60 to 110%. This is covered with a dash jump cancel regrab. She can end this chain grab with a fair, which sends into an easy edgeguard situation in most cases. For no DI, she can regrab from 0 to 68%. From 0 to 55%, she can just do a standing regrab, but she must do a small, walk forward regrab from 55 to 68%. She can end this chain grab by going for a walking up smash. For behind DI, she can regrab from 0 to 72%, and it is done with a simple turnaround regrab. You can also end the chain grab on this DI with a strong up smash or a forward tilt into either an up air or a fair. You'll notice that I go for an up tilt into a reverse fair here. You basically have a lot of creative freedom in your ending follow-up on this DI. Sheik has an odd chain grab on Game & Watch thanks to its floaty weight and the direction down throw sends him in. It's only a true chain grab from 0 to 27%, and he can jump out if the regrab is even just a bit slow. However, on away DI, he can be regrabbed all the way up to 75%, as he stays lower to the ground when performing this DI. For away DI, Sheik must do a dash jump cancel regrab, which works from 0 to 75%. You can end this chain grab with a running short hop fair, which sets up nicely for an edgeguard situation. For no DI, Sheik can regrab with a standing regrab, which works from 0 to 40%. You can finish this with either an up air, up tilt into an aerial, or a fair. For behind DI, Sheik must quickly turn around regrab, which only works from 0 to 27%. You can go for an up tilt into an aerial on this DI. Sheik has a small fake chain grab on Marth that lasts from 0 until 20%, but Marth can escape by doing slight DI behind. However, Sheik does have guaranteed combo follow-ups on that DI, which makes this a nice chain grab to go for. For no DI, Sheik can chain grab by doing a standing regrab, and you can finish it with an up smash. For away DI, Sheik needs a dash jump cancel regrab. It's best to end this usually with a dash attack to pop Marth into the air. For behind DI, Sheik needs to just turn around regrab. You can also finish this with an up smash. If Marth ends up going for slight behind DI, Sheik can cover this with either an up tilt into an up air, or go for an up smash and then try and follow where Marth goes from there. Sheik has a small chain grab on Ness that lasts from 0 to 27% regardless of DI. Ness can very quickly jump out after 27% and attack Sheik right away due to the fact that he can do double jump cancel aerials. But if Sheik times her chain grabs well, this is a nice and quick way to rack up damage early on. For away DI, Sheik needs a dash jump cancel regrab. You can end this with a dashing short hop fair at the end of this chain grab. For no DI, Sheik can just do a standing regrab, or you can go for a step regrab. You can finish this with an up smash, but it is hard to sweet spot. For behind DI, Sheik just needs a turnaround regrab. The easiest end punish to go for on this is a forward tilt into an aerial. Sheik's chain grab on Link is a pretty massive chain grab, lasting from 0 until 82% regardless of DI. It is also pretty easy to perform and has some great ending follow-ups. For no DI, Sheik can just follow up by simply standing and regrabbing. You can opt to go for a small step regrab to cover slight DI away as well. The best ending follow-ups are going for a fair or a forward tilt to fair at the end of this chain grab. For all behind DI, Sheik can cover with just a turnaround regrab. The best end punish here is usually an up smash, but you can push Link off stage with a fair or a strong bear if you choose to. For all away DI, Sheik can cover with just a dash jump cancel regrab. Your only major follow-up at the end of this chain grab is once again a short hop fair, but you can go for a dash attack to a potential follow-up as well, or even for an F smash. Sheik is able to chain grab herself, and it is a 0 to death as well. Interestingly enough, it is very common for Sheik players to agree to not chain grab each other in a match. Therefore, in bracket, it is usually courteous to ask your opponent if they would want to play the match with chain grabs on or off. If you do say you're going to turn chain grabs off and then you do it anyways, it's extremely frowned upon, but it is technically not illegal by any tournament rule sets. For no DI, Sheik can cover this with a standing regrab, although at very high percents, around 80% onward, Sheik can walk forward a bit and grab to make it a bit easier. You can end this with an up smash kill around 90% on Final Destination. For behind DI, Sheik can chain grab herself from 0 to death by doing a turnaround regrab. This is a little bit fast at the early percents and gets a lot easier as time goes on. You can end this with an up smash, a fair, or a reverse fair, depending on which way you want to send Sheik, and they will kill at the same time as no DI. For all away DI, Sheik can cover with a dash jump cancel grab. While Sheik can use a dash grab, the only upside would be a lower grab box, which can be helpful on the very first regrab if Sheik is at very low percents. You can end this with either a fair off stage or a dash jump cancel up smash. Sheik's chain grab on Ganon is a relatively large chain grab, lasting from 8% until 60% regardless of DI. It is also not super difficult due to how large Ganon is. It can start at 0% however on any DI that is not full away. For no DI, Sheik can cover with just a standing regrab. Again, your best end punish here is either an up smash, you can try for a dare into aerial combo, or just not getting off stage with a fair. For all away DI, Sheik must cover with a dash jump cancel regrab. This is slightly difficult at very low percents, but gets a lot easier as time goes on. You can end this again with a fair. For all behind DI, Sheik can cover with a turnaround regrab. You also have the same follow-ups as usual, with either a tip or up smash or a fair being some of the best ones to go for. Sheik has a very nice chain grab on Pichu, lasting from 0% until around 70%. This can even be a 0 to death if Sheik is able to follow up with a sweet spot up smash on smaller stages. Try saying that 5 times fast. For no DI, Sheik can just stand and regrab. Your best end punish is very much a tipper up smash in this matchup. This can easily kill Pichu at the end of this chain grab, except for on big stages like Dreamland. For all behind DI, Sheik just has to perform a turnaround regrab. This is incredibly easy and can also be ended with a sweet spot up smash just like no DI, and it kills at the same percents as well, obviously. For all away DI, Sheik has to follow with a dash jump cancel regrab. The timing is pretty quick at first, as you end up grabbing Pichu just before he hits the ground. Once again, your best follow-up at the end of this chain grab is going for a fair. A particularly matchup-defining chain grab, Sheik's down throw chain grab on Pikachu lasts from 0 until around 60%. Pikachu does have a few tricks to escape once he gets close to 60%, but from 0 to 55 it is one of the easiest chain grabs in the game. Therefore, once you see Pikachu get near the 60% mark, most Sheiks will go for an end punish just to be safe. For no DI, Sheik can just stand and regrab. You can end this with either an up smash or going for a forward tilt into an up air or a fair. For behind DI, Sheik has to perform a turnaround regrab. As with most characters, you have similar follow-ups on no DI, being up smash or forward tilt into an aerial combo. For away DI, Sheik has to follow up with a dash jump cancel regrab. You can really only get a fair at the end of this chain grab. Thanks to Pikachu's weight and fall speed though, this fair is very easy to hit. You can either do it just out of a running short hop, or you can run off stage and still just get a fair. Something important to note, around 25 to 30%, Pikachu can break out with behind DI and using an up air only if he does it as soon as possible. This can be mitigated by Sheik going for a forward tilt and then a combo. Also, if Sheik has the port closer to port 4, this option is not even possible. Another situation to be aware of is with slight behind DI, which can be troublesome to catch around 45% onward. This percent, however, does lead to a tipper up smash, so sometimes Sheik will take that option instead. Lastly, slightly before 60%, if Pikachu performs the perfect counter DI by going straight up, he is likely to escape the chain grab one grab early. Therefore, going for an up smash or aerial is best in this situation. Unlike Sheik vs Marth, Sheik's chain grab on Roy is incredibly devastating and is a true chain grab from 16 to 100%. However, it can be a 0 to death on bad DI. For no DI, Sheik can regrab from 0 to 100% by doing a standing regrab. At higher percents, Sheik can opt to do a step regrab to make it slightly easier. You can end this with an up smash off the top or a fair into a likely kill. For behind DI, Sheik can regrab from 0 to 100% with a turnaround regrab. The same ending follow-ups exist here as they do on no DI, as Sheik can kill Roy off the top with an up smash, or very likely off the side with a fair. It's pretty easy to hit Roy with reverse fair on this DI, so you get some nice bonus style points if you go for that as well. For away DI, Sheik can regrab from 16 to 110%. This is done with a dash jump cancel regrab. Roy will be sent into a tech chase situation before 16%. Therefore, you only need a tech chase once or twice before you can start chain grabbing. You can also end this chain grab with a fair, just like all other away DIs. Sheik has a small chain grab on Yoshi that is true from 0 to 27%, but can go up to 40%. You have to be careful of Yoshi near the end of each chain grab due to his double jump armor, so you can try and go for a hit follow-up here, but you are at risk of a counter hit if you are too slow or extend too far. For no DI, Sheik can cover this with a standing regrab. You can go for a quick up tilt or a forward tilt, but Yoshi can double jump through the next attack. For away DI, Sheik can cover with a dash jump cancel regrab. This may seem to go a lot longer, but similar to Ness, Yoshi can escape with the right tactics. You can end this with a quick fair or a dash attack. For behind DI, Sheik can cover with a turnaround regrab. You can end this with an up smash or a forward tilt into an aerial. Another matchup defining chain grab, Sheik's chain grab on Young Link is guaranteed from 8 to 88% regardless of DI, and can go from 0 to 110% on bad DI. On top of that, the follow-ups afterwards are very easy as well. For no DI, Sheik can just chain grab by doing a standing regrab from 0 to 90%. Afterwards, you can forward tilt to fair or up smash, which both will either kill if done correctly or be very close to doing so. For behind DI, Sheik can simply turn around regrab, which works from 0 to 88%. You can easily go for an up smash follow-up at the end of this chain grab on this DI, which should kill young Link off the top of most stages. For away DI, Sheik must dash jump cancel regrab. This works from 8 to 110%. Before 8%, young Link is set into a tech chase situation, which would only take one chase before allowing this chain grab to happen. You can end this chain grab with a short hop fair. And with that, we have covered every possible Sheik chain grab in Super Smash Bros. Melee. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this long video. Again, plenty of other chain grab guides out there if you guys are interested, and also on top of that, the rest of the chain grab guides are coming. They're going to be about as long as this one, so get excited, stay tuned, thanks for watching, and see you next time.